Good evening. Welcome to Anchorage Lutheran Concert Series, and I want to congratulate you, Armin, and the Anchorage Mandolin Orchestra, because you always seem to be the first for celebrating Christmas with us. So thank you for being here tonight, and thank you all of you for being here. Tamara could not be here. She is away on family concerns down in California, so I'm here to take her place. I'm the pastor here at Anchorage Lutheran Church. My name is Tony Schultz, and it's great to see so many of you come out this evening. It's great, and I'm sure it's going to be a great concert. Want to remind you that bathrooms are to my left, out that door, and then you'll see them to the right, or downstairs, you'll see them as you go downstairs. If you need to get the wiggles out or something, because this is a family-friendly concert, and if you're over 70 and sometimes you need to wiggle a little bit, or if you're under 10, you might need to do the same thing. You've got space in the back where you walked in, as well as downstairs, and you can still see the program and hear it in both places if need be. Want to remind you that the things we do not want to hear are cell phones going off and on. So if you have your cell phone on, take a moment and turn it off. We also welcome donations because that's what supports a group like this. And we encourage you, it's free will, so the gift box is in the back as you leave or as you came in. I pray that you have a great evening, and I'm sure that we'll have a great evening of music. So we welcome Armin and the Anchorage Mandolin Orchestra.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see so many of you here at this event. We're excited to be playing at the church for this kind of starts the holiday season for us with this concert. I'll say a little bit about each piece just to give the players time to check their tuning. It's a tradition to start with this tune, so we're going to start with Christmas is Coming. It's an all nursery rhyme and Christmas song, and actually we'll be playing and singing. So at the back of the program, you have the lyrics to it. Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. We don't hear back from the goose, so it's kind of, we don't know what happens to that story. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then God bless you. And since this is a nursery rhyme and a canon, you'll hear it a few times, different parts coming in, so you'll have multiple chances to jump in and sing it with us. This, as many other Christmas tunes, is set to like a Country Gardens, which is Old British tune for spring, which is interesting. And this tune has been used for Muppet shows, Charlie Brown Christmas, a lot of other Christmas music and movies. So welcome to the concert, and let's get this party started. So.
Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then God bless you. Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then God bless you.
anticipating. After that, we'll move on to another beautiful tune called Dona Nobis Pacem, or Grant Us Peace. It's a traditional tune. It was falsely attributed to Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, but later on discovered that he had nothing to do with it. So texts are really simple, Dona Nobis Pacem. And it really is a nice little just prayer for peace. And so it's nice just to kind of listen to some music and reflect. We will be singing this one, so you get a chance to jump in if you wish so. The text is simple, just Dona Nobis Pacem. Yay. Okay, now that we've went into it easily, now we're gonna get the party started. The hardest thing when we approach these concerts is which awesome Christmas tunes not to play. So we decided to make a few medleys this year. So we're gonna do our first medley. And a big shout out goes to Carl Wilhelmi, the other half of our Mandola section who couldn't be here today. He worked a lot on these arrangements for us. So hi, Carl. Hopefully he'll be with us, I believe, in a few weeks. We'll play in December 6th at the museum, Anchorage Museum, First Friday. So if you're down for some more Christmas music, come visit us then too. So the first one is called Wassailing into Winter, and we'll start with the Wassail song, Silent Night, some classics, Jingle Bells, Sleigh Ride, Good King Wenceslas, White Christmas, and then we're going to end with a little interesting take on Let It Snow. Now, the Wassail song, we'll sing the first verse that's on the back. And I forgot to include Good King Wenceslas. We'll sing the first verse of that, so I assume you know it. So if you do, you can just kind of jump in and sing it with us. But hope you enjoy our arrangement. So. the same key too, so that worked out really well. How'd you enjoy our first medley? Yeah? Thank you. Now we're going to go to something a little bit different. I really enjoy this one. This beautiful hymn was written by Fisher Boyce, who was an American composer, mainly of hymns. He was born in Tennessee. And interesting thing about Boyce, he had 11 kids. And the only place where he can find some peace to compose was in the barn. So he lived in a very small house in Tennessee. So this particular hymn was written in the barn. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful melody. It has the harmonies, everything. It's just a gorgeous piece of music. And what you'll hear at the beginning are selected soloists, particularly Flory here on mandolin at the front row, who hates the attention. And then eventually the entire orchestra comes in. So enjoy Beautiful Star of Bethlehem. Sounds like we have our biggest fan out there in the back, so we'll take it. And then, as all of you know, Christmas season is not just Christmas season, it's a holiday season for many other holidays. And this is the first year we're doing a little Hanukkah medley. We did a few Hanukkah songs here and there, but this time we wanted to kind of group a few more. So this is a wonderful medley. And the titles of pieces are written in there. So there are, I believe, 5. Yes, 5 different. So enjoy it. It's an interesting medley. You know, just when you get comfortable with one song, we kind of take a turn into one that's very different in character. And then you get settled on that one, and we take a turn and go somewhere else. So it's a very interesting one. So enjoy.
Ready, set, go. Ready, set.
Can't miss this.
Yay. Okay, now we get to one of my favorites on the program. This one comes from the 1965, one of the first animated TV specials, the Charlie Brown Christmas. It won an Emmy and Peabody Award. It just, it set a standard for everything that came afterwards. And Vince Guaraldi was just an excellent composer. What a just unbelievable talent. So this is a beautiful little waltz in A-A-B-A. So you'll hear the opening theme, that's something contrasting, and we'll get the opening theme. And we'll also take some time and have fun. So we'll have two soloists. We'll have Pam on the mandolin take the first solo, and then one of our guitar reindeers, Alex, subbing for Carl, that usually does it. So enjoy. Christmas time is here. Yeah, thank you. Now, after that beautiful waltz, we're going to spice things up a little bit. We really are doing a few new pieces this year, and this is one of those written by Italian composer, great name, Amedeo Amadei, which, if you try to find some information about him, just the fiocchi di neve, which means little snowflakes, but it's also a little like pastries filled with like cream and that. So good luck. All you'll get is just different recipes for that. But this is a beautiful mazurka, so in triple meter, and it's just nice and light, like snowflakes. B section gets a little bit contrasting. And then we kind of come back to the original theme, and there are a few little surprising chords in the coda, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful piece of music. So enjoy Snowflakes. just makes me hungry for some pastry now. I don't know about you. Maybe next season, we can have some in the lobby. Yeah? Alex Daniel? Yeah? You on it? Okay. Now we get to our second little medley of tonight. So this one starts with Let There Be Peace, which is a Hanukkah song. It was certainly written for that. It was written for a choir convention. And then we go to What Child Is This? But we're going to twist it a little bit. We're borrowing a little arrangement from Charlie Brown Christmas. So it's got a little bit more swing than the original one. Featured by Canon and D. The only thing we're doing it in C major. So we'll connect that to Canon and C. Go by Light One Candle. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Joyful, Joyful. We Need a Little Christmas. And then we're going to end with the famous Jose Feliciano, Feliz Navidad. So enjoy Holiday Medley number 2. I just feel there should be some singing in that one, so we'll work on that, right? It's hard to just listen Feliz Navidad, right? It's just, the lyrics just start to flow. How'd you like our second medley? Yeah? First one or second or both? Both? Okay, thank you. Very supportive. And then the next one, we're going back to 1741, I believe. And this is the piece we were always talking about playing, but then finally like, okay, we got to do this one. It's going to be a big closer. But if you don't know anything about George Friedrich Handel, he was born in Germany, in Prussia Republic at that time. And then eventually, I believe in early 1720s, 21, he gradually moved to London and then eventually became British citizen and received some of the highest honor. He was one of the rare composers at that time. They got actually a pension from King George II. That was a huge, and I think the only one, they got his statue in the royal court as a living composer. At that time, that was unimaginable. So he enjoyed a very high status, and King George II would always reach out to Handel whenever he needed some music, so like water music, royal fireworks, all of that stuff was reached out. Handel was very much into Italian opera, and he enjoyed the form, and that was popular kind of early 1720s, 30s, but gradually the interest for Italian opera started to decline towards the mid of the century. And so Handel reached out and composed a few oratorios. So they're more on sacred text, and there was not so much development of characters as you would have in the opera. And then this particular piece, you all heard it and you enjoy it, but what I found interesting, it was premiered in Dublin at that time, and it was premiered for the benefit concert. The original poster said that men should leave their swords at home, so the most people can fit in. Because I think it went for infirmary, for prisoners who were in prison for debt, and they say something around 170 people were freed after that from prison from the benefit of the concert. And the Messiah didn't get that much attention right away, but gradually as years went by, became just a huge piece of music. And now you can go on Google and hear, 1,000 people performing Messiah. It's just one of the iconic pieces of music. And it really highlights how great a composer Handel was. I mean, he was just a true master of his craft. So hope you enjoy our little arrangement of Hallelujah Chorus. If you feel inspired, you can sing along. I'll be singing it inside, particularly the forever, at the end. So enjoy Hallelujah Chorus. That's our cue to start. before we play our final piece on the program. There's no surprise what we use to close the show. There's only one way to end the holiday concert. But thank you all so much for being here. As I mentioned before, we'll be at the Anchorage Museum the first Friday of December. In the afternoon, I believe around 4 o'clock? 5:30? 5:40? 5:40? It's like silent auction. 5:30? 5:40 going once. 5:30. So come hear us again. I want to say hi to all the missing members. We had a lot of people that couldn't be here tonight, but hopefully, I believe in the museum we'll be at our full lineup. And I just want to introduce our guitar section there. They did so well. Our reindeer there, and John with a cool Christmas cowboy hat. So give a round of applause for our guitar section, please. The Four Musketeers. I always laugh because which tune, I looked at you, it was a happy tune, and all of you were so focused on those chords. I'm like, okay. And then our only bass player, Suzanne. Please give a round of applause for Suzanne. She has to work the hardest. You know, that instrument takes a lot of space, and it's not easy to carry around, so we're very grateful for Suzanne. And then the only mandola tonight, and Kathy's been doing great. We usually have 2 mandolas, so big round of applause. Particularly with Light Wine Candle, that was great. That was great. And then octave mandolin and mandolas and mandocello section here. So apologies, it's been a section here in the back. They did great. Round of applause for them, please. Jeff and the cool Santa, rocking the Santa spirit. And then our wonderful mandolins here front. Big round of applause for mandolins. Woo-hoo! They worked hard. There's been a lot of new pieces, and we shuffled some parts, so they worked really, really hard to play this music for you tonight. If there are any of you, there are mandolin players, mandola players, mandocellos, octave mandolins, you would like to play some music with us, please, all you have to do is just come and say hi. I believe on the back of the program, there's also an email address. You can email us if you're interested, and there'll be a physical exam, playing, sight reading, all kinds of different hoops you'll have to jump. But it's worth it. It's worth it. You know, once you get the tattoo, you're golden. So, and then we're gonna end with "Wish You a Merry Christmas," and this is a wonderful tune that originally we think was sung by mummers, which were orphans that would go door to door and kind of, sing songs, asking for some money, some food, beer, whatever, wine, whatever was available. And the first source that we have about this piece was around 1860s, I believe, that this is mentioned in a book, in a story. So who knows how old this tune is, and who knows who composed it. So it's amazing that one of the most famous pieces ever is, we have no idea who wrote it. So, and maybe it's the best that it just stays like that. But it really became popular in the early 20th century when Oxford Publishing published a lot of Christmas carols, and this was one of those included. And then it just kind of took off and became one of the most popular Christmas hits. So thank you again for being here tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great Thanksgiving break and a wonderful holiday season. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. you so much. Have a great rest of your evening. If you feel so inclined, there's a donation box. We accept everything. Bitcoin, too. You can come talk to me about Bitcoin. And have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.